And I want you guys to help me welcome him up. Mr. Michael Johnson, see you.
This is about taking our brand and making it even more famous through grassroots, through actions in the community. Now, we're going to do some big things. We're going to go out and reach consumers in new ways.
And I want this company to be a home for entrepreneurs. I want you to find your Herbalife. Do what the Varellas did in Zacatecas.
I am very proud to be able to introduce to you Herbalife's new line, Herbalife 24.
A healthy, active lifestyle became our identity, transforming millions along the way.
As Mark always said, be a product of the product.
Our sponsored athletes are living proof of the power of nutrition and training.
Hello, Herbalife. I'm Cristiano Ronaldo.
Fueling our athletes with Herbalife products is a testament to the crucial role nutrition plays in peak performance. Michael Johnson's journey showed us how health and wellness extend to every athlete and every person globally.
So who's the brand? I'm the brand.
Now we're ready to lead the next generation of health and wellness. It's time for Herbalife to step into the next era.
Let's go, Herbalife!
It's time to shape the future of health and wellness. Are you ready? It all started in 1980 with one man's dream.
As we introduce to you our new product,
I had this incredible dream when I wanted to start the Herbalife company that we could help people lose weight. They would have not just hope, that they would have the #1 weight loss product in the entire world.
Listen, this is all I want to do is help people. But the most important thing for me was I said, what I'm going to do for the rest of my entire life is help people lose weight.
That little tiny dream that I had, serving milkshakes on the corner, has become a reality.
Why not be able to use a program that'll help you lose weight quick, lose weight safely?
You don't get something for not doing anything. It happened because of a couple of things. They used the products, they wore the button, and they talked to people, and they worked hard.
Each moment brought us closer to our mission, helping people live healthier lives and lose weight.
we have just got started on this battle here of making people lose weight so we can make the world a better place to live in and change the whole world's health.
I promise you, the best is yet to come. We are just getting started.
And we're going to take Herbalife around the entire world.
And I want you guys to help me welcome him up. Mr. Michael Johnson, see you.
This is about taking our brand and making it even more famous through grassroots, through actions in the community. Now, we're going to do some big things. We're going to go out and reach consumers in new ways.
And I want this company to be a home for entrepreneurs. I want you to find your Herbalife. Do what the Varellas did in Zacatecas.
I am very proud to be able to introduce to you Herbalife's new line, Herbalife 24.
A healthy, active lifestyle became our identity, transforming millions along the way.
As Mark always said, be a product of the product.
Our sponsored athletes are living proof of the power of nutrition and training.
Hello, Herbalife. I'm Cristiano Ronaldo.
Fueling our athletes with Herbalife products is a testament to the crucial role nutrition plays in peak performance. Michael Johnson's journey showed us how health and wellness extend to every athlete and every person globally.
So who's the brand? I'm the brand.
Now we're ready to lead the next generation of health and wellness. It's time for Herbalife to step into the next era.
Let's go, Herbalife!
It's time to shape the future of health and wellness. Are you ready? It all started in 1980 with one man's dream.
As we introduce to you our new product,
I had this incredible dream when I wanted to start the Herbalife company that we could help people lose weight. They would have not just hope, that they would have the #1 weight loss product in the entire world.
Listen, this is all I want to do is help people. But the most important thing for me was I said, what I'm going to do for the rest of my entire life is help people lose weight.
That little tiny dream that I had, serving milkshakes on the corner, has become a reality.
Why not be able to use a program that'll help you lose weight quick, lose weight safely?
You don't get something for not doing anything. It happened because of a couple of things. They used the products, they wore the button, and they talked to people, and they worked hard.
Each moment brought us closer to our mission, helping people live healthier lives and lose weight.
we have just got started on this battle here of making people lose weight so we can make the world a better place to live in and change the whole world's health.
I promise you, the best is yet to come. We are just getting started.
And we're going to take...
Los Angeles from our corporate office. Thank you guys so much for being with us tonight. We have such an incredible call tonight. Tonight, it's not just any night. Tonight is a virtual event where we're doing something very, very special, and we hit a milestone in the next phase of this journey. So we're so excited for all of you guys to be here with us. Love to know, I can see the chat here. Where are you joining us from? I'd love to see if everyone can put their location. Perfect. Inland Empire, a few more. Texas, Puerto Rico. Awesome. Wisconsin, Denver, all around the U.S., Canada, Puerto Rico. So welcome, Team Herbalife. So excited to be with all of you guys here tonight. Tonight is a very, very special call, as I mentioned. I'm going to say this in Spanish. If you need translation, si necesitan traducción, por favor seleccionar el icono, el símbolo, para que ustedes lo escuchen en español. If you need translation in French, Canadian, we also have that available to you. But again, Team Herbalife, very, very excited for this virtual event. Tonight is the first time we're doing this, open to all distributors in the US, in Canada, and Puerto Rico. And before I just share a little bit of what's in for tonight and introduce some of our guest speakers here tonight, I just want to bring back a little bit of what we just experienced this past weekend. We just wrapped up our Future President's Team Retreat event in Nashville, Tennessee. I know a lot of you guys were there. I'm seeing Texas coming up a lot, so that's why I said Texas, but I know a lot of you guys were there. And this event was all around leadership, was all around vision, was all around growth. We had a lot of distributor leaders there sharing the insights, sharing the best practices to continue to grow the business. We also heard a lot from digital tools, right, including Pro2col as well, and of course product launches with our experts and our Chairman's Club members as well. So again, very, very exciting, and everything leading to tonight's call. A very special virtual event that's available again to everyone. So we hit that big milestone and we're going to be sharing everything tonight. So as always, thank you to our founders, to our Chairman's Club members, because all of you guys working hand in hand with you, you guys made a lot of this possible, and also to our Beta 1 group, right? Because you guys have been in this since the beginning with us, since this just started as a vision in March, and then obviously we hit North America Extravaganza, opening the Beta 1. So again, such a huge opportunity, and we thank all of you guys because together we're able to bring this to life, we're able to push this forward and just build it better, right, as always. So again, tonight's a special night, and if you can support me, there is a QR code I want to share on the screen. Please share this with all of your team members. You guys can share this this QR code with all the team, and everyone can be joining this call. So again, just keep an eye on that for that. So what exactly are you going to be hearing tonight? Okay, so tonight is a combination of different things, okay? Everything to add value, to give you insights into how this can contribute to your customers, to your distributors, to your wellness, to your community, and of course, to grow your business. So again, we're very, very excited. We have a number of guests that are joining us today. We have insights into Pro2col, into the enhancements, into the features, and how it can benefit you. So if this is the first time that you're joining this call, again, it's a very exciting opportunity for you to join us on this journey as we continue on, right? There's a little bit of education as well. We have some of our experts joining us as well. We have a Q&A scheduled for this tonight as well, where we're gonna answer a lot of the questions that have been coming up. And of course, you're gonna hear from our executive leadership as well. So with that said, the call is a little under 2 hours, okay? Please stay till the end. We encourage you to share the QR code and share this call with all of your distributors to be a part of this call. And I'll pull this up here, but we have a few hats here, okay, that we are creating Pro2col brand. So we're very, very exciting because we're going to be picking a few winners, staying till the end of the call and make sure we send this to you guys directly. So again, very, very exciting. But with that said, guys, be present, take notes, share this call with everyone, and again, visualize of what this can do for your community, for wellness, for your customers, for your business to continue to grow, okay? And at the end, we're gonna make an invitation for all of you guys who are on this call and continue on. So again, very, very excited for all of you guys to join. I wanna welcome someone very special, our Chief Executive Officer, Stefan Graziani.
Hey, Julian, thank you very much. Hey. Well, listen, I am so excited about tonight. This is a huge milestone. By the way, the hat is going to be a limited edition ever. By the way, today, a huge night. We've been in beta 1, right? And we're going to talk about how we got here. And now we are at this point, December 11th, 2025, where we open up, we move out of the first beta into the second phase, which is happening tonight, where Pro2col, the application will become, the digital app will become available for all distributors in the region, along with a lot of other tools and very amazing things that you're going to be able to use to leverage your business. So number one, and to leverage in your business, it's super exciting to be here. And it's amazing to think, by the way, when you watch the video and hopefully you had a chance to see, Mark's vision and where Herbalife started, from the baggie full of powder, the back of the car, the first customer, the first distributor, and over 20 years becoming the world's most recognized weight loss company, if you will, where today in the world, there are more meal replacement shakes sold by Herbalife than any other company in the entire world. And if you think about it, like 1 out of every 4 meal replacements in the world that are sold today are Herbalife meal replacements. That's your company, the largest public nutrition direct sales company in the world. And so Mark's vision and the story of his mother and the products and the work of the distributors, 20 years becoming that recognized brand that is part of our DNA today. And then we were lucky enough to have Michael Johnson come into the company with his passion for sports, his passion for nutrition, his passion for performance, and literally change the DNA of our company. And through Herbalife 24, which you saw was launched, through the sponsorship and starting to build relationships with athletes and teams, and giving this overall, and even through the DMOs that the distributors created, a healthy, active lifestyle business was born. And what happens 20 years later, Herbalife is recognized as the #1 active lifestyle nutrition brand in the world. So I want you to take those two things and just think about Mark Hughes, the vision, and Herbalife, what it became. And then think about Michael coming and the vision and Herbalife and what it became. And if you were with us in March of last year, we set a vision for our company about who we were going to become in the future, and that we would become the world's premier health and wellness company, community, and platform. Now let's break this down for a second, because when we announced in March and we shared the vision, we also announced some acquisitions that were going to be part of us becoming and part of what helps us to build towards in the future being that premier health and wellness company, community, and platform. And it was just the beginning. But I want to take a minute because this has a vision is clear. We did some acquisitions, incredible. Some of what you're seeing today is seeing that come to life in real time. But I want you to imagine from March and then completing the acquisitions in April, which one of them was Pro2col, right? This digital experience layer, this digital application layer. And by the way, when you think about health and wellness in the future, at least for myself, I don't see that you can be the premier health and wellness company, community, and platform in the future without a digital layer. No one online banks today without your phone. No one orders food without your phone. No one orders an Uber without your phone. Almost everything that you do, and if you think of even how you're engaged with your own health and wellness today, it is connected through a digital layer and experience and application for the most part, which is part of that entire ecosystem and part of our vision for the future. And so when we made these acquisitions, Pro2col was strategic in that. Now, by the way, imagine being a 45-year company, #1 largest direct sales nutrition company in the world, 2 million distributors, 95 markets, 60,000 plus nutrition clubs, physical brick and mortar locations around the world, and you've been operating in weight control, healthy active lifestyle, selling nutrition, coaching people, helping them to get the best results possible, get in the best shape of their life possible, and you don't have a digital experience layer and a way to connect everything. So pretty amazing to do that as a $5 billion company, but I think everyone's clear that it's time for us with the vision that we have to start moving towards what it will take for us to become that in the future. I have in my hand today 2 pieces of technology. One of them, by the way, and this was mine, and this is original, was the very first iPhone that ever came to the market. And it still works, by the way. When you turn it on, it's actually quite interesting because it still has the apps and it still looks similar, but with a lot of changes. So I want you to imagine that you are back and you are hearing about the iPhone for the first time. Now, it was already game-changing to have a screen, a touch screen, to be able to do the things that you were able to do. What it enabled in terms of opportunity and possibility, pretty incredible. But if you think of where it is today and you look at today what you are able to do and all of the functionalities and everything that's come along and what this enables today, this piece of technology, this is really important because we are in beta. Not only did we make the acquisition of Pro2col in April and build the first beta version and launch the beta version at Extravaganza and explain to everyone that in 12 months, extravaganza to extravaganza, we would be in a position to go to a full commercial launch and be able to be 1 year in beta, and that we would do it in phases. Phase 1, beta 1's done. The has to change. We're moving out of beta 1 into right now the next phase, and that is happening tonight. So whether you are watching tonight live with us, whether this is a recording that you are watching, this is a monumental moment in time where we are bringing to our company, right, this platform that we have, which has always been about helping people to get better health, reach their goals, healthier active lifestyle, be healthy longer, live, this is what we've been all about, but we haven't always had until today this digital layer, which is so important today and will be so important for the future. And you are a part of this. And so we are going to be explaining all of that in detail. This is really just to give the background if you are watching this and you were not in Extravaganza, or you were and maybe you didn't have a chance to get your hands and be a part of the beta 1. It's part of the vision for the future. The other part of the vision for the future was becoming really the company that owns the personalization and the personal formulation of nutrition for the world. Now that's a lot, but it's also understanding that we made also another acquisition in April that really was a technology, software, firmware, to manufacturing, to be able to do something that we believe in the future and even today is starting to become a real thing. But there will be a time very soon, and the beta group is going to have a chance to experience this coming up in the next couple of quarters, where we will move from personally curated products to personally formulated products. And there's a lot that goes into this. And tonight, it's not about that piece yet. But put a 1 in the chat if you believe that, number one, technology is an enabler. How many of you having something that can help you personally stay on your products, make sure you're getting your exercise, make sure you're getting your hydration, make sure that on the meals that you're eating that are not the Herbalife meals, that eating what's right, knowing what you need, that if there was a tool that could do that for you personally, that it would help you to get in the best shape of your life, number one, all right? So if it can help you, it can help every one of your customers. It can help every one of your preferred customers. It can help every one of your distributors, because they are the walking billboard outside into the world. Their excitement, it's not what you say, as we learned so long ago, it's how you feel about what you say. And Herbalife, we are stepping up our game in terms of what we are offering to the world. And it really starts phase 2 tonight. And so we have a vision for the future. There are things that are in flight. You heard also about testing. Okay, we're going to be talking a little bit about that tonight. And we believe that the future is going to be this entire flywheel and ecosystem, and that we will position ourselves to offer something to the world that no one has all of the pieces that we have. And we will do it in a way that is the Herbalife way. What we are announcing now is not a departure from what we have been doing. It's building on a legacy and a foundation and a strength, and modernizing and evolving and some level of transforming our company to do the same two things that for 45 years we have been doing as a platform, which is changing people's lives through better nutrition and changing people's lives through a business opportunity. And so this is the evolution. We, no question, became recognized as the world's leading weight management, weight control, meal replacement company. We are recognized as the world's healthy lifestyle nutrition brand. The future, we will become the world's premier health and wellness company, community, and platform. And along with the acquisitions that we made and the speed at which we got to beta, and now the speed at which we've gotten to this second phase, and tonight you are going to see what is happening, what is available to you, and how this is going to be game-changing for you and your business. And along with this acquisition, we also have talent. We have people that have been working on the same vision in a different way, that the collaboration and coming together and acquiring Pro2col and acquiring the link bio and the capabilities of doing what we want to do in the future is just creating for Herbalife, realizing the vision that we have, creating a bigger, broader vision than we've ever had before. And so tonight you are going to have the co-founders, okay, of Pro2col, that the conception of it, the vision of it initially, that have now come into Herbalife, that are part of the Herbalife team, that are helping us to do this for Herbalife, for all of you, for the future. And they are here this evening. You're going to have a chance to hear from them. And there's a huge amount of information. So I'm going to turn this over now to the person that's going to lead us through the night, okay, through this next hour and 40-some minutes, and show you a glimpse into the future and make an invitation for you to start participating now, okay, version 1, if you will, as we go and we build and become this platform. So it's a proud moment. He is our Chief Strategy Officer. He's an incredible human being, incredible vision, incredible communicator, and it's been an honor to have him join us and to be a part of the company really for, I think, the last 8 months, which feels like a very short time, feels like a long time also. But what an amazing, partner and, part of the team now, and it's really incredible. So Chief Strategy Officer Blake Malin, please come on in. You're in good hands for the night. And we will see you guys soon. See you.
I love it. You guys do me a favor, give a lot of love in the chat box to our CEO leading the vision. Stefan, I appreciate you and the belief you have, the vision you cast, the trust that you give to us as a community, and just the energy as a leader that he constantly pours in to every one of us. So I love the love bomb. By the way, I'm loving the energy of the chat tonight. I just want to give all of you, some shout out back because already we're off to a good start. And it has been a journey. And I was sitting on the side here just listening to Stefan kind of tell the story, watching some of the old, history and legacy of Herbalife and Mark and Jim and the leadership and all of the bricks that have laid the foundation, that is Herbalife today and has really built the DNA that we get to, catapult from, to expand from. I'm just feeling humbled. It has been a journey. Someone in the chat box wrote, history in the making, or this is a historic moment. And I really believe that it is. And you guys, it is just an amazing thing to be alongside, a company and a community that we are today at this special time, a time where you can feel an energy shifting, you can feel an excitement brewing, you can feel a momentum starting to build, You can feel this kind of excitement, maybe mixed with curiosity, maybe even mixed with a little bit of nervousness, all around what comes next. But what is undeniable is something big is about to come next. And today is part of those moments. And we all get to be a part of that. I love that the numbers keep ticking up. For those of you that are sending this link out to all of your team chats saying, you better get on this right now, you're doing the right things. Let's as a team see if we can keep driving the numbers up. I do recommend sharing. We are gonna cover a lot tonight. We are gonna go quickly. It is gonna be extremely high value and educational. And at the end of this, beyond just giving away free hats, okay? I saw all the things in the chat box. We are going to do a random drawing and give away 5 free first edition Pro2col hats. I am a believer in intention, so you guys can put your intention into that. I saw a lot of you guys claiming it in the chat box. But beyond intention around a free hat, you guys put the intention in to being present tonight. Shut the doors, turn off the distractions. This is not just another Zoom. Another call, another virtual event. We're going to go on a journey tonight together, and by the time we're done, I hope you're going to see more of what we see, I hope you're going to believe more of what we believe. I hope you're going to feel some of the energy that is radiating with inside the corporate walls and a lot of the leadership walls across Herbalife today because of the vision, that is becoming more and more clear every single day. And you're also going to leave with tangible, practical, we're going to give you access. We're going to give you access to a whole new genre, And we wanted to make sure we did this before the holidays, before the end of the year. So we are turning the calendar, turning the page into 2026 in full swing, in full motion to make next year the best year, of our businesses, of our lives. That's the intention I'm bringing tonight. How many of you guys are in for that, experience, that journey all the way until the end, until we do the free drawing, That's what tonight's about. And it has been a journey. And it's crazy how fast. From the moment some of us were on stage at Extravaganza, where, how many of you, matter of fact, were in the room with us, at Extravaganza? Give me a 1 in the chat box where we laid out a vision. Some of you have been really actively a part, working hand in hand with us as part of the first beta group. And I know many of you tonight, and those that this will get shared with, this will likely be the first time. The first time you've even received all this information on what is Pro2col, where are we going, what does this mean, how can I use it to impact more customers, to help more transformations, to grow your business to a whole new level, to achieve the goals you have. That's what tonight is about. Okay. I've heard about Pro2col, at Extravaganza. I've been hearing about it from the leaders. I've been a part, of some of these conversations. Blake, what is Pro2col? Make it simple for me. You guys, Pro2col and what we're talking about tonight is your personalized, health operating system. And if we can go to the visuals here, you can follow along as we go through, this journey. Your personalized health operating system. If we can go forward there on the visuals driving the slides, so you guys can see, because the slides over on the screen are not matching the slides that I'm seeing. So you guys, I want to make sure that we're on sync here in terms of the visuals. Because I think real quick, just technical guys, because I think the clicker is clicking the different version. Okay, I think we're good now. Thank you guys. Okay, so a personalized health operating system. Now, what does that mean, okay, for everybody that's just hearing this for the first time? You guys, we are building the personalized health operating system. It's all based on what to measure, what to take, what to do, and who to do it with. That's Pro2col, right? A personalized health operating system that in one simple place helps a customer go on a health journey and equips them with all the things, right, that any customer can need and use to move toward their health goals. What to measure, meaning starting with like data, insights into your body, a baseline, because what we measure, we can improve. That measurement can now turn into a protocol. What's a protocol by normal words and definitions? A plan, right? A path, right? A proven blueprint or roadmap to accomplish something. We translate that into what do you take? Obviously with the Herbalife products being the epicenter, right? The cornerstone. Also what to do, evolving with technology we'll talk about tonight. Healthy, active lifestyle, right? Not just what we're putting in our body, but how we're choosing to move, how we're choosing to live, and always amplifying the most important thing, the thing that makes us different. Our superpower, our difference. And that's every one of you and the community and the distributors all across the 90, whatever countries across the world that we're in today. Community, all together in a personalized health operating system. Now, what is great about each of these lanes is we are just at the beginning. So the way that I envision each of these lanes is a roadmap, is a blueprint. As a matter of fact, actively behind the scenes, we have teams of people passionately committed to building out each of these lanes, right, in the months and the years to come. So when we think about what to measure, right, there's a beginning, but the beginning isn't the end. We have a roadmap and a plan, some of which we'll talk about tonight, some of which will allude to where we're going, but it's not something that is today and done, or even this year and done. It's an ongoing commitment to build into our system and help customers measure what matters most. Same thing with what to take, starting with the Herbalife product we have today, expanding into new lines, and you heard Stefan, he just gave you a glimpse into the future, a crystal ball commitment in where we're going to take that with personalization. What to do, today we're going to show you the beginning when it comes to reflecting all of this into a mobile application that also has a roadmap that will get better and better and better as we march to extravaganza and community, taking all of this tonight and adding that human element, you, into the DMOs and flows today. You or we are here. So tonight we're at the first step. We're the very beginning, right? We're like putting our first step in the race for each of these lanes. And it's an exciting first step. Now, not only what we're building is unique, but how we're choosing to do this is also unique. And you heard Stefan mention this, and it really is a strategy of how we are choosing to innovate together. Now, for those of you that put one in the chat box and you were with us at Extravaganza and saw the vision, right? How many of you left Extravaganza, right? Or you heard maybe some of the conversations after and you're like, oh, I'm excited about that vision. I see the future of health. I want to be a part of, not only a part of it, we want to lead that. Now, we could have chosen to leave Extravaganza and say, wait until next year. Wait until July, Extravaganza next year, give us 12 months, and we will show up on a stage, and that vision will become a reality. And you know what? That would have been fast by almost anybody's standards, let alone the standards and quality and commitment that is Herbalife. And you know, we could have done that. But we chose to take a little different path, right? And to do this together. And for those of you that have been a part of this conversation, you know at Extravaganza, we opened up a phase 1 of beta. What do we mean by beta? It was a limited group. Now, it was a large group of people that raised their hands. I love the group, right? But it was a limited group in a first step to put some things out, to learn, to iterate, to get feedback into a first phase. And as Stefan said, now, tonight, pretty historic, moving into a second phase of beta. New things in your hands tonight. And also a new invitation to help us co-create, to help give feedback, right? Help us learn and get better. And we're going to repeat that again before we get to the stage at Extravaganza. Now, these are two different paths of innovation. I'm not saying one's better or one's worse. All I'm saying is we have chosen to do this together. Now, my belief is doing it this way, putting out a step, allowing feedback, listening closely, right? Hearing what's going on from customers and distributors, from you and every one of you that tonight take the step, and allowing us to rapidly iterate. Innovation in motion, right? Where we are building it while it's picking up speed down the tracks. This is real-time innovation. My belief is we're going to get further faster. And not only are we going to get further faster, we're going to make sure we're doing it together, and we're going to make sure we're serving you the best that we can because we're doing it together. And your customers. And I think by the time that we're all together on stage at Extravaganza, because that's the official launch, this is just phases of beta, right? This isn't the launch. The launch is Extravaganza. By the time we're there, because of how we're choosing to do this, guys, I'm telling you, by the time we're on that stage, which, you know, hopefully you have a whole new group right in the room and where we're going, I'm telling you, what is going to be unveiled is going to be a whole different level than if we've tried to do it in a vacuum, do it, right, in a silo, do it, right, for perfection. But doing this way also takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of trust. It takes one team. It takes setting aside judgment, being a little less critical, giving a little grace, doing it together. It really takes showing up and saying, we want to co-create with the right intention. And I just have to say, right, that today we are right here. We're here. We're at the beginning. We're at the first line of what we're building, and we're at the first step, that second step of when we're doing it. And I do want to just send some sincere gratitude, a huge amount of appreciation, not just from me, but from the entire corporate team, the entire innovation team, everybody behind the scenes that's putting in hours, to the group that raised their hands at Extravaganza, showed up when things were not perfect, very messy. That didn't work. That was a bug. What about this? That doesn't make sense, right? What if we can do this? Because every one of you that chose to do that and send your feedback tonight and what we're unveiling is better because of you. So for all of you that have been a part of that, thank you. For everybody, right, send some love to them, because what we're rolling out tonight, a lot of the things were a direct feedback from the beta group that had a chance to participate, right? And tonight, for those of you that weren't in that group, is the invitation to join the party, to get the access and to continue to help us get better, right? And continue to help us take that vision that Stefan is so eloquent at communicating and bring that to life. Make it real, make it tangible in things that can make a real impact for health, right? And for your business. Okay, so the pieces tonight, because they are pieces. Let me check in real quick, because I know that's a lot. From Stefan's conversation, from kind of the context I created, how many of you guys is the vision getting a little bit clearer, okay? Right, where we're going a little less fuzzy. You can see it, it starts to excite you, and it's okay if you can't see all of it as clearly as we can. Just believe that it's there and trust the team and keep taking steps with us, okay? Because tonight is just pieces. We're gonna talk about the Pro2col app. And for those of you that haven't had a chance to get access, give you access. For everybody else, give you access to a new updated version. We're going to talk about a piece called a coach dashboard, the first piece that now starts to connect the distributor, the coach, to your customer in a way that you've never been connected before, insight you've never had before. And we're going to equip you with some tools so you can instantly go into action, closing out the year, launching the year, to wrap this protocol conversation into your existing DMOs and flows. This isn't a change. This isn't a pivot. You don't have to do anything different. We're going to give you things that are designed to evolve what's already working, to enhance what you're already doing, to seamlessly start to fit into DMOs and flows that are already driving successful businesses to the tune of $5 billion and the #1 public direct selling company in this channel in the world. Like, what we're doing works, but we can do better and we can amplify, and we're not going to settle. And that's what this is about, is knowing that where we're at, although it's giant, is actually just the beginning of what we're capable of and where we're going. Okay, so that's what tonight is really about. Now, let me check in with you real quick. Okay, New Year's is around the corner. I know it's cliche. How many of you guys at this time of the year, you can't help but start thinking about your own health goals? I'm thinking about it, right? I'm thinking about New Year. I'm already trying to rev myself up. Like, I got goals. Let's be honest and have a candid conversation. When it comes to even ourselves, thinking about evolving our health, what's the process we go through? For me, it's like you got to be real with where you're at. You got to check in. You got to assess. Where am I at right now? Like, where am I really showing up the way I want? Where am I not? All right, give me some sort of reflection. You got to start with some personal intake. Then you got to set a goal. Because once you know where you are, you got to figure out where you want to go, right? I know many of you are goal setters out there, right? How many of you have set goals in the past for your own health? How many of you have goals for next year for your own health? You got to set a goal, but you got to go further than that. Because I don't know about you, just setting a goal isn't enough, at least to move me, right? For me, I want to set a goal, but then I got to take that goal and I got to break it down into simple bite-sized steps. Because sometimes you set a goal, and if you try to like eat the whole elephant, it's almost demotivating and demoralizing. Like, you give up before you start, right? You all know the stats. Like, people set a resolution and they're like quit before the 3rd week, right? Because you got to take a goal, and then you got to back that goal up into simple steps that someone can take, that you can take. Then you got to be able to track and measure, because just the simple thing of measuring, quantifying is motivating. Because if you can measure, you can improve. And if you can wrap all that around with a community of people to add a layer of support and accountability, you guys, that's kind of the method I found most successful for me in my own health goals. Assess where I'm at, where do I want to go, set a goal, break it down, do it into simple things I can do, create an ability to track, add some accountability and some community, and you know what? The odds of me accomplishing that goal will go up tremendously. And you know what? That equation works for just about anything, but it definitely works for health. How many of you guys have realized some of those things work in driving your own progress in your health goals, in your business goals, in your life goals? How many of you guys use some of those things for your customers? Why am I talking about this? I'm not just talking about New Year's resolutions. I'm talking about the very things that I know many of you already do, not just for ourselves, but for your customers. Because many of you already are spending time assessing where your customers are at, helping them create their goals, figuring out ways to give them a plan, helping them track. The best coaches, you're doing this already. Here's my question. What if you had a tool you could put in someone's hand that made all of that a little easier, a little simpler, that met your customer where they were at, had a real evidence-based, scientific-based assessment, that captured their goal, that used the best, right, of some of the brightest minds and experts to create a plan, that then took that plan and actually broke it down into simple daily activities, that quantified it in a way to measure, that added recognition, that added, right, different types of behavior shifts, that wrapped it in community. What if we did all of that for you? Would that make your life simpler? Would that help your customers? And yes, I'm describing the very essence of the beginning of what the Pro2col app is designed to do. Starting on the fundamentals. This isn't about everything all at once. This isn't about the whole roadmap today. It's about beginning with what matters most. And before I bring on my fellow Pro2col co-founder to take us into what that means, I want you guys to check out and enjoy this quick video. Turn up your music, right? Rock out with us. In the meantime, while you guys are watching the video, tell me what is your health goal for the new year, right? Let's go ahead and declare with each other as the video is coming up. What is your health goal for the new year? Light up the chat box. Play the video. Me a huge favor and welcome to tonight's virtual event. Co-founder of Pro2col, someone that I've had a chance to work with for the last 5-6 years, and someone who really was a part of the initial vision before this was anything or any conversation, and works relentlessly behind the scenes with a team of people, right, to roll out what we're able to put in your hands tonight. None other than Dr. Ryan Lowry. Ryan, are you out there, brother?
Hey, brother. Honored to be here. I'm fired up after watching that video. Thank you.
I love it. I'm going to put in my earpiece here, Ryan, so I can hear you as well. Awesome. And we got a lot of love here in the chat box, which is good. So, Ryan, I'm going to go to hand it to you. So we kind of did the setup. Take us into this Pro2col app. Walk us through what we want to see tonight. We see a lot of energy in the chat box.
I love it. Well, first off, thank you. Thank you for having me. What a monumental day it is, right? Just 5 months ago, many of us were together at Extravaganza launching Beta 1. And I feel honored being able to wear the Beta 1. I might have to retire this and hang this shirt up after today as we go into this next phase. So again, it's an honor to be here. The team has been incredible. We're running on excitement, passion, and a whole lot of liftoff. I could tell you that. Probably more liftoff consumed in the last 6 months than maybe 6 years. It's amazing. And so we're excited. And as Stefan mentioned, right, our mission is to become the world's premier health and wellness company, community, and platform. And let's be honest for a second, right? Think of outside of Herbalife, think of most CEOs or executives you meet really aren't the ideal picture of health. But we are so blessed at Herbalife that when you look at Stefan, when you look at our executive team, they're living this mission inside and out, right? And the same goes for so many of us on this call. I mean, if you look at Extravaganza or even I was just at FPTR, like I'm telling you, when we travel to a hotel, that hotel gym has never been busier than when Team Herbalife is there. And I love that. And I got to meet many of you at the gym, and it's amazing that we're living this lifestyle together. And we're making health a priority. So huge kudos to each and every one of you. And when the first time I sat down with Stefan, I'm like, how do you do it, right? Traveling, doing all these things. And you know what he said? I've mastered the fundamentals, right? And if you think about that, and you think about anything we do, you can't really ever build a skyscraper without having an incredibly strong foundation, right? So let me ask and start with one simple question. Who do the fundamentals work for, right? Does it work for busy executives? Yeah, absolutely, clearly. Stay-at-home parents, working parents, right? College students and young entrepreneurs definitely need the fundamentals. Coaches, young athletes, elite athletes, right? Older adults and grandparents, people who are just beginning their journey definitely need the fundamentals. People getting back on track. They might have fell off the bandwagon. Now they're getting back on track. Need to lean into the fundamentals. And every single one of us on this call, right? We all need the fundamentals, and the fundamentals don't discriminate. They work for anyone who applies them. And studies show this. If you look at the research on this, studies show this. And this study here showed that adherence to 5 low-risk lifestyle-related factors, things like never smoking, healthy weight, regular physical activity, a healthy diet, and even moderate alcohol consumption could prolong life expectancy 12 to 14 years compared to individuals who adopted 0 of these factors, right? So the research shows that. And last call, I forget who it was in the chat box, but they mentioned this, and I loved it. I was like, I want to really hammer this point home, and it is that protocol brings clarity to chaos. I love that. We're so surrounded with so much data and information, and really paralyzed with like, where do I start? What do I do? That's exactly why we're here. That's exactly why we have Pro2col as a platform to help us bring clarity to this chaos. And so I have the distinct honor and privilege of running through the application. And you'll see a lot of updates for those of you that were in the beta group or those of you that might have just seen it at Extravaganza. Super excited to, again, thank you for all the feedback. It's been amazing. And we've implemented a lot of it, and you will see that. So we'll start with the wellness assessment. So once you log in, you'll be taken to this wellness assessment, starting with your data. We're going to ask things like weight, height, goal weight, basic biometrics. Then we guide you down a series of science-backed questions to understand your habits, your lifestyle, and your goals, right? We're not just talking surface level questions. We dig deep, but we meet you where you're at. And I want to give you one example of that. One example, for example, strength, right? We know strength is one of the most powerful indicators of overall healthy lifespan, right? And so some of you may know your 1 repetition maximum, right? I know Mark Addy's out there. He's like, I know my 1 repetition maximum, the max amount of weight I can lift up one time, whether that's on a deadlift or a bench press. But the percentage of people who know that is probably small, right? So we go, okay, what's next? Well, if you're willing to give me 60 seconds of your time and do a push-up test, we have an at-home push-up test, which has been validated as a proxy for upper body strength that you can do. And so it's like, you don't know your 1RM? Great, we can do a 60-second push-up test. If you're like, I do not want to get up off of this chair, but I still need to know what my strength level is, we have a guided estimation where you don't even need to get up off of the couch in order to answer these questions. But it just shows you how we meet you where you're at, whether you are someone who's high level and elite and know it, or if you just needed a guided estimation to get started. And so that's really where our wellness assessment shines. And then our app will then go and build your personalized protocol plan. And so now let's dive into the plan, right? So after the assessment, you'll land on this plan page. At the top, you'll see your Pro2 score and your Pro2 age, and we'll come back to that. And you'll see everything that makes up your personalized protocol plan. Your products, which you're seeing here, your daily nutrition targets, your eating window, your hydration goal, your step goal, and even your lifestyle hacks. And we'll go into each one of these very quickly. And when you arrive here for the first time, as you can see in this video, the app will prompt you to do 2 things. One is set up and add your products. And this has been an absolute game changer. I think this is one of the greatest features of the application itself, and you'll see why when we go deeper into products. But this has come from a lot of the beta feedback. So again, thank you to the beta group. So I go through and I select the products that I take. I mark off, do I take them in the morning, afternoon, evening, or maybe I take it in the morning and evening, right? I also plan out the days of the week that I use each product. So I'll give you an example for me, how I have mine set up, right? Like I have all my protein set up for every single day, right? That's an absolute, every single morning, boom, I have that in there. But then lift off, I might take that every morning, but you know, Mondays and Wednesdays are a little bit harder. So I might need to take another lift off in the afternoon, so I can do that. I can have it scheduled that on Monday and Wednesday only, I take lift off in the afternoon, and every single morning So you can see how you can really customize and personalize this schedule towards your exact product consumption. And then you also have the ability to add your lifestyle hacks, and we'll talk about that more here in a little bit. And once you set these up, the entire app begins personalizing around your daily behavior. And that leads us to this next section, which is tracking. You'll see a lot of updates here from the beta group and really exciting things. So your protocol plan is now fully built. You've gone through the wellness assessment. You've set up your product. You've set up your lifestyle hacks. We're ready to start your protocol plan. Tracking really is where the magic happens, right? These are the things that impact your Pro2 score, your Pro2 age, and start moving them in the right direction. And again, it consists of products, nutrition, hydration, your eating window, your steps, which we'll go deeper on, your workouts, and your lifestyle hacks. And so this gives a complete picture of your daily habits and allows your app to start your plan really with this precision. And so I want to start on the first one, which is right there at the top. You see my products, right? And again, I think this is my favorite part of the app. We have the entire Herbalife catalog built in to this system. So every Herbalife product we have loaded into the system, along with our brand new Life.io baseline is in there as well. And here's the best part. Here is an absolute game changer. Think for not only you, but think for customers of, if I forgot to track my product, say I'm busy, I'm running around, handling the kids, doing something. If I forgot to track it, I get a reminder on my phone that nudges me, hey, did you take your lift off this morning? Oh, I forgot. Let me go and grab that. That reminder alone, that nudge, has a huge impact to making sure we're staying compliant and making sure we're adhering to the protocol plan, right? They keep you consistent and really help build real habits, right? So super excited about the My Product section. Next, we're going to jump to nutrition. And I think our nutrition takes it to a next level, right? This is really a sophisticated system, and it's really one of the most sophisticated parts of the entire app. So we take your health information, your goals, your preferences, which is a new feature, by the way, from the beta group that you will see. We didn't have that when starting beta, but if you're someone who prefers a low carb approach, if you're someone who prefers a higher carb performance-based approach, or if you're someone who wants some carb cycling throughout the week, we now have that capability to program in to your protocol plan. So that's a huge new update. But we take all of that information, we translate it into simple daily targets. And all you have to focus on is three things: hitting your protein goal, hitting your fiber goal, and staying under your personalized net carb threshold, right? Those are the three things that we're focused on. Everything else will take care of itself if we just prioritize those three things, right? When you prioritize protein and fiber and stay within your net carbs, you naturally tend to control calories. So it's easy for us to really just focus on these three things. And this is the foundation of the nutrition inside. Now, how we track is seamless, right? If you log a product on your My Products page, previously you saw how we checked off the products. If you log a product, it's going to automatically add that to your nutrition, right? So in the morning, you have your protein, it's automatically adding that to your nutrition section. So it's boom, I checked off this product, it has calories and macros, it's now automatically added to nutrition. Huge new update, great new feature, right? From there, we have three ways that we can track our food, right? A manual entry. If I want to type in apple, I have the ability to do that. If I type, one of the features that we added in that is super special, if I type in protein, right? Rather than getting a ton of different proteins, we've prioritized our products at the top, just so as a constant reminder to stay top of mind. Herbalife is always top of mind. So if anyone manually types in protein, we are always top of mind, keeping customers focused on us throughout the entire experience, right? We also have barcode scanning. If you want to scan a barcode, we have that. And then, of course, my favorite, which is the AI photo tracking. So we have the ability with an AI camera, and you see the video here, to literally come in. There's Frank eating a really good, delicious meal. Take a picture of that meal. It analyzes that meal, and now we have the ability to automatically track that. Now, beyond that, and a super exciting new feature is if Frank's gonna consume, say it was a burger bowl, right? Or you're taking a picture of a homemade meal that you typically make for your family, say a couple times a week. I now have the ability to save that as a recipe. So I don't need to take the picture. I don't need to go in or even manually enter it in again. I can save this as a recipe and in one click add that to my nutrition whenever I'm having that burger bowl or that homemade recipe that I made. Huge new upgrade, huge new feature set that we built in to the nutrition. And so really, really excited about that. Now, we have a lot to cover. I'm going to go faster through the rest of the application. But you're going to hear from an incredible mentor and friend of mine later, Dr. Luigi, on the resources that him and his team have been working incredibly hard and tirelessly for us to help educate and always be there as a resource to help us guide us through the app. So don't worry, I know this is a lot, but we're going to have resources as a constant reminder of how to navigate these pages. Does that make sense? Give me a 1 in the chat if this is exciting so far. If all we had was like the My Products Nutrition, this is a home run. One. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great. I'm glad it's landing. Now, next we have eating window, right? This is designed to help you stay consistent with starting and stopping each day. It's a simple reminder that just to help curb those late night cravings, right? To help avoid that 11 o'clock at night when you go in the freezer and you're like, should I grab the spoon and eat this ice cream right now? Like it's a little nudge and reminder to help you avoid those late night cravings, right? Because those extra calories tend to add up. As a side note, we do have the ability to shift this window. So say your window says, hey, you know what? It's probably in your best interest to maybe stop eating around 7 o'clock tonight. But you're like, oh, I made reservations for 7 o'clock tonight. It's date night. I have reservations. No problem at all. We can shift that window and just start a little bit later on in the day and end maybe at 9 o'clock at night. So you have the ability to kind of shift that eating window. Next, we have hydration. One of those areas that's incredibly important yet easy to overlook. It affects energy and cravings and satiety, really, and overall health. Beautiful new interface. You have the ability to add 8 ounces at a time, or if you want to manually add in your own ounces, and that was due to beta feedback, so again, thank you. You have that ability to manually enter in your number of ounces and watch your progress fill up. Really cool animation. The team's done a great job there. Fill up towards your hydration goal. So next we have steps. When you sign up, we're prompting you to connect Apple Health or Google Health Connect. So Health Connect, so it's automatically synced from those data sources. So if you have either iOS or Android, we're automatically pulling those steps. Or you also have the ability, if you're someone like me who has a walking treadmill, or maybe sometimes you don't carry your phone around, you have the ability to manually add those steps to make sure you're continuing to progress towards that goal. So we're automatically pulling, but you do have the ability to manually add if there was anything that was missed, or if you're on a walking treadmill, just being an overachiever and getting in extra steps, right? Next is workouts. If you already have a routine that you love and you're already working out at the gym, fantastic. You could just log that workout. We ask for a little bit of feedback, like how hard was your workout session, so you can consistently track those over time. Or if you're someone who prefers guided workouts, like you can see here, we have a full library of at-home sessions that require minimal equipment. Inside of the app, you'll find nearly 50 different videos covering dance, yoga, high-intensity interval training, really designed to be efficient, accessible, and on top of that, the team's done a great job that these videos not only are in English, but fully translated into Spanish and French. So huge kudos to the team for getting that done. Next, we have lifestyle hacks, right? This is where you can add what I call like accelerators, right? These are things that enhance your progress and overall healthy lifestyle. Think of things like sauna, cold plunge, even just something like daily gratitude journaling, right? I've done that for the last 3 years and it's made a huge difference in my life, just starting my morning with daily gratitude journaling. So over time, these things are the things that help create and build momentum and really help accelerate your results. So we also have this quick log. You'll see there that plus button, just a quick area, simple, but a powerful feature where if I just want to navigate to tracking very quickly, I have that capability. No scrolling, no searching, one click and it's tracked, right? Our goal is to remove friction and make these behaviors easy to change, right? To create the fundamentals. Next, we have our AI wellness guide. We've made a huge leap forward from beta, done a great job on that. Using your real-time information, we have that information, and it's like a coach in your pocket right there with you. Last two things are the Pro2 score and Pro2 age. These are your core metrics inside of the app, right? It's a proprietary health score based on your answers designed to guide your wellness journey, right? And it ultimately affects your Pro2 age, right? Shows how your lifestyle compares with what we would expect of someone your age, right? And these numbers will move in real time, week over week. And as you update your wellness assessment, say you're checking in as you're improving your lifestyle. Last one. We there? There we go. All right, last one. Daily progress and streaks. This is where everything comes together, right? We have tracking. Now we have daily progress and streaks. And this is where everything comes together, right? Shows you how your habits matter. You see that meter at the top, today's progress? The goal is to hit 100 every single day. And we have these streaks because streaks create consistency, right? And consistency is ultimately what drives real results, right? And we understand the goal is progress, not perfection. So we built that in to this progress and streak system where you don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up and show progress, and you'll see how those incremental steps make a huge impact on your overall health and consistency. And so with that, I know it was a fire hose of information. We will have plenty of upcoming trainings with Dr. Luigi to go deeper. And so for now, I'll pass it back to Blake, who's going to walk you through what this might look like from a coach's perspective. So thank you all so much. Excited to go for this next phase with you all. Thank you.
I love it. Well, Dr. Ryan, thank you for delivering all of that. I was watching the chat the entire time, and it looks like we got some excitement in the community on what you and the team have been working so hard on. So you guys send Dr. Ryan some love, and the entire team that he's representing here behind the scenes that has been working like crazy, right, from Extravaganza to this moment to deliver what he just rolled out. How many of you guys are excited about just what you saw? And he just gave you a little bit. We don't have time to cover everything. You guys, toward the back part of today, we will give you an invitation to training and resources to learn more. I also know that anytime we talk about technology, if you guys are anything like me, I bet a lot of your brains are going, well, what about, can it do? And at the end of tonight's call, guys, we'll give you an invitation to actually submit your experience, your feedback, your ideas. And I can tell you that a lot of what you just saw was direct feedback from the community that said, what about, can it do, right? What if they got implemented? And that's how we're going to keep working together as this evolves, right? Some of you guys might be thinking, okay, that's awesome, right? But what does that mean? What do I do with it, right? How does it make an impact, right? So I want to check in real quick and just throw out just maybe a couple invitations. Right? Number one, as we're going into the new year, right, let's all make a commitment to actually go in, take our wellness assessment, get a protocol plan, and just follow the plan, right? Be a product of the product. That's in our culture. Well, now be a product of the product also involves, right, a Pro2col app, which means let's be the best, right, users following a plan, improving our health and creating our story. And for those of you guys that have been a part of beta, one of the new features, you can now start and stop a Pro2col anytime you want. You want to start a new Pro2col? You can. You want to do a 4-week? You can. You want to do a 1 week? You can. You want to do a 12-week? You can. You want to change it tomorrow? You can. The user now has full control over starting, stopping, what the goal is, what the focus is. You know, oh, I hit it, let me redo. That's all within the latest update, among other things. An amazing beginning. Still a beginning, right? Still a beginning. Okay? Well, Blake, how does this help? Real question. How much time do you spend right now working with your customers on things like wellness assessments? How much time do you spend helping them set goals? How much time, right, do you spend maybe holding them accountable or checking in or helping them track, right? If you're spending time on any of those things, we just gave you your time back. But it's way more than just time now that we have a personal health operating system, a coach in your pocket that you can give and empower your customers with. It goes deeper than that. We'll go into more of this later as we continue the journey together in education and how we can use this to really move business forward. But you guys, let's just be real on the simple features. Let's just pretend going into next year, all of your customers, right now, imagine all of your personal customers, right, have gone through the assessment, have a plan, have loaded up the products that you help them, right, curate. And every day they're tracking. And if they forget, they get a reminder. If that one thing alone would drive, right, more product consumption, more reminders, helping people with their transformation, let alone making food logging as simple as a photo, old school food logging yesterday. How do you log food right now? As simple as Snap, right? Logging your food, snap 3 photos a day. Simple, log your product, snap 3 photos a day. But don't lose the power in its simplicity. Well, but Blake, you know, it's just products and nutrition and macros and eating window and steps and exercises and lifestyle hacks. Yeah, the stuff that matters most when it comes to our own health. The stuff that if we don't have those fundamentals in place, nothing else really matters. The stuff that Herbalife has built an entire culture and community on teaching and bringing to the world through our healthy active lifestyle, now evolved, simplified, put into an app that we can put in our customers' hands. Oh, and it's just the beginning, right? It's just the beginning. We have a long way to go, and we're going to do that with your help. Now, I know some of you are also thinking about, okay, I can see all that, Blake, I get it. But wouldn't it be awesome if you as a coach, as a distributor, actually had visibility into all of your customers' protocols? And that's this next piece, right? So this next piece of the coach dashboard is the beginning of amplifying that connection, where every one of your personal customers who download the app, go through the assessments, right, get a protocol, and choose to share. We want to be mindful of privacy and mindful of and respectful of people's communication preferences. But if they do those things, they're going to appear on your new coach dashboard. And you're going to see all of your personal customers who chose to share their information, and you're going to see exactly what they see in their protocol app. An at-a-glance view of where's their Pro2 score, where's their Pro2 age, where are they tracking today, what's their streaks at? You know what, I want to dive in a little deeper to this person, right? You'll be able to see all the people that chose to share their information. We'll also show you all of the people that didn't choose to share their information, just to remind you to help them share their information with you. You won't be able to see the data, but you'll say, hey, they haven't shared it yet, right? Give them a phone call, shoot them a message. But as you dig deeper into the dashboard, you can see a profile view for all of your customers, kind of a high-level summary of kind of their information and the things that interest them in their ordering history. But then you get to see what they see inside their own protocol app, like their scores. Where is their Pro2 score and Pro2 age at right now? Where are their Pro2 sub-scores at? Think about what kind of conversations this can spur coaching opportunities, product recommendations and conversations, when all of a sudden you're able to call your customer and say, hey, Maria, awesome job. I saw your Pro2 score go up, right? Hey, Susan, right? I saw, this score went down a little bit. How can we help you? Have you tried this? Have you heard of this? We have a product for that. Visibility to measure what matters and help them improve. But it goes deeper than just the scores. You see their plan, the plan that they set up, the plan that was set up based on their lifestyle and wellness assessment. You get to see exactly what week are they on? What is their goal? What is their intensity? What are their macro targets? What are their step targets? By the way, all designed by a whole team of Herbalife health experts based on evidence-backed science, all automated in our algorithm. Proprietary to Herbalife, simplified for you and your customers. Oh, but it gets better than just the scores. Let's go into track and see real time all of the tracking and all of this week's history for your customers. Hey, Teresa, see your protein, see you're struggling this week a little bit on your protein goals. Have you considered this? How about we try that, right? Hey, Jennifer, right? I see that you need to get moving a little bit. How can I help you do that? Real-time insight into all of the tracking, right? To again, help you help them with the goals they say they have. Shows all the order history and all the activity for orders placed anywhere inside Herbalife commerce systems on any sites, and even the beginning, guys, of an activity feed where it'll automatically show you certain things that customer is doing and allow you to add a note. Hey, I called Jennifer today, right? We had this conversation. I'm going to add that so it's saved to that contact. And when certain things happen, it automatically populates the feed to help me keep track of this customer relationship. Oh, there's an action to take? Upper right corner, especially if you look at this from your mobile phone, simple click to send an email, simple click to send a text message right from you. Simple click, get this, kind of cool. Send a push notification right through the mobile app, custom. Hey, Angela, see what I see out there. I see that streak. See you hit 7 today. Push notification, ding, drops down. Personal message from the coach to the customer. Come on, that's kind of fun. Right? And you guys, this is just the beginning, right, of this connection between the customer and the coach. And again, who's going to show up on your dashboard? All your personal customers, right? They download, log into the app, complete that wellness assessment, and decide to say, hey, I want to share my information so I can have an added element of accountability and coaching. And we can help, right, your customers do that. You guys, this is a tool to increase and amplify our distributor difference, right? Some of you guys are like, well, Blake, this thing's going to do all the things I was doing. Well, maybe it buys back some of your time. So now you can do the things that only you can uniquely do. The human connection, send the love, share the support, send the high fives, right? Check in, give them that call, give them that congratulations. Do the things that make us different. All we're doing is putting the information right in front of you and making that communication one click away. How many of you guys see the vision of where this is going? That it's more than just an app for a customer. It's amplifying our unique superpower in a modern, digitally enhanced way. It's high tech to create high touch. That's the mission that we're on here. Okay, so that's a piece when it comes to the dashboard. Now, again, just some fun insights and some fun beta facts, right? Here's some beta data. And this kind of gives a glimpse of what's going to happen. This was just a small subset of people. They were actively using the app, right? Bugs and all, frustration and all, right? It wasn't what it is today, right? 4.5 months ago. It's moving. It's not going to be where it is 4.5 months from now, where it is today, right? It's moving. But it's kind of fun, like when you look at the facts, it's just a small group of us, right, in an imperfect, app on a first step, right? 214,000 products got set up to be tracked from just that small group. 35,000, almost 36,000 meals tracked in just our beta 1. 2.4 million ounces of water, 32 million steps. Guys, that's the equivalent of starting on the equator and walking halfway around the entire planet Earth. We did in a small group in beta. Exercises, lifestyle, right? AI usage. these numbers are kind of fun, but here's what I see. What do these numbers look like when everybody on this line starts to mobilize this conversation into all the customers? When we start to expand and wrap this into the DMOs and flows across Herbalife? When pretty soon there's not just hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands, but hundreds of thousands, millions of people across the world connected. What type of impact, transformation, insight are we going to collectively have as a whole, and you, right, for your customers and your customers for themselves? Now, I want to share just some sound bites. I'm not going to read all of these, but just to give you some flair from people that did take a first step, that were a part of the beta group, just to get some of the experiences for those of you that are hearing this for the first time, that are jumping in beta with us tonight in phase 2, right? Some of the things people are saying. I love, right? You got, I'm able to track all of the essential pillars for well-being, like nutrition, hydration, right? Physical activity, all in one robust, holistic app. Grateful, right? Thank you. I appreciate that, right? I love the meal snack snaps with your phone option to add what you've eaten, how it populates automatically. AI, right? Food guide, food log, a lot of testimonies on that one. The app really helped me be more aware of my macros, get me back on my weight loss journey. Love that, Sheila, right? Now that I got my first client, I love this, right? For a customer in the app, I'm in love with all the data I can see from what my client is doing, right? This is the tool I've been needing in my business. Thank you, Herbalife. Thank you, Trevor, right? I appreciate. Those are just a couple of the sound bites, right, from a few of the individuals out there. Here's a few more, right, from, looks like Giles. Being able to take a picture is amazing. Again, you guys are going to love the AI food camera. I've enjoyed using the app. It's helped me stay focused. Oh, Lori. Lori is one of my favorite quotes that people submitted. Crazy how you think you're on track until you actually track. I'm going to tell that to all of you, right? And you can tell it to your customers. Crazy that you think you're on track until you actually track, which you measure improves. And the last one, we got Danielle out here. This was fun because this is from a nutrition club. For those of you guys that are club focused, it's been a conversation piece with my customers inside my club. Naturally, we talk about nutrition and goals, so it's easily brought up when we talk about, properly tracking our goals. I love showing them a sneak peek and sharing my testimony, right? Great addition, wrapping into club and customer conversations. So guys, that's just a small insight. If we had 455 testimonies submitted, right, organically from the beta group, and I'm going to invite all of you as you get into these tools, right, to send us your feedback and we can share as we kind of continue the conversation. Now, I saw in the chat box the question I know all of you guys keep asking. Okay, Blake, I see there's value here. There's obviously a lot of energy going into what we're rolling out. The stuff doesn't just manifest for free by osmosis, right? This takes time and energy and investment, right, in the company. And I know half of you guys are sitting there going to be like, I'm excited, but what's this going to cost? And there's a lot of value, right? Everything that we just showed, right? And we didn't show all of it. You guys, there's a lot of value built in, right? This is a digital product, right? That we're leaping into. But I'll also say that this is an important piece into a kind of broader transformation, right, vision around that platform conversation Stefan opened up with. We have this big vision, this platform transformation. We do believe that if we can just get people connected using, right, this experience layer, having our products right in front of them every single day, little nudges, right, to move and do the things, reward them with those streaks. One of my newest favorite features, right? Keep those streaks going, go after their daily progress. We believe that's going to create more value. That's going to lead to more product conversations. That's going to lead to more customer engagement. That's going to lead to more loyal people. That's what we believe. How many of you guys think that that could be true, right, as we start to roll this into the community? And so we had a lot of conversation. This is not where it started in July. This is directly because of beta group feedback and a lot of our leaders. We listen, we hear. We said, you know what? Let's make this a no reason not to. A no reason not to. Let's remove any friction. Let's invite everybody to wrap this into the conversations that are happening every single day. So for those of you guys that were nervous for the punchline, if we can get the slides up, at the end of this conversation of like, oh man, is this going to be too expensive for my customers? I want to go ahead and let you know, if we can get the slide sharing, right, that in terms of the app, we have decided that the price is going to be free. So the app's going to be free. So the app's going to be free. The app's going to be free for customers, free for distributors, right, in North America. It's going to be free all the way through Extravaganza, and it's going to be forever free, even once we launch in Extravaganza. So there will for always be a free version, right, of the Pro2col app. Now, when we're on stage for launch at Extravaganza, there's probably also going to be a superior paid version. Features we're not even talking about here tonight. Stuff that people are going to want to pay for because of the value that it brings. There will be a paid version. We'll talk more about that later. But for now, everything we're talking about, it's free and it's forever free. So there's no reason not to, absolutely frictionless, to start to wrap this in and add value into the conversations that you're having today. Instant value add to all your customer conversations and new customer conversations. Instant, right, experience, right, enhancement to what they have today for absolutely no cost. And I'll just say thank you to the leaders for voicing this. Thank you to Stefan and the executive team at Herbalife for being willing to invest considerably into our future, to put a next generation in our hands, to see the value of where this can be and where this is going, and allow us to have no reason not to, right, as we take these next steps, right, together. Okay. Now, how do we start to have these conversations? Some of you guys are like, Blake, this is a lot. It is. But you guys, it's pretty simple. What is Pro2col? What is Pro2col? If I were to be a prospect right now, I would ask you guys, what is Pro2col? Tell me in the chat box, right? Maybe you like the way we're kind of describing it. Well, Pro2col is a personalized health operating system. Because if you tell somebody it's a personalized health operating system, hey, what are you using for your personal health operating system? I guarantee you the answer is going to be nothing. If you say, well, it's a personalized health operating system, I guarantee you the next question is going to be, well, what is that? What is that? Tell me more. Well, it's actually one single platform that helps you know what to measure and exactly like what to take and what to do when it comes to your own health goals, and then supports it with like a community of coaches to move you toward it. What? Everything in one place? Never heard of that before. Would you like to learn more? Guys, these are very simple conversations we can start to have. Side note, ending a year, launching the year, when the whole world is talking about that they need to get back on the health wagon and a New Year's resolution. You know how many recruiting conversations we can insert ourselves into right now, closing the year, launching the year of, hey, what's your New Year's resolution goal? Hey, awesome. Hey, what are you using for your personalized health operating system? Oh, you don't have one? Well, have you heard of Pro2col? What is that? Well, it's a simple application, right, that my company and community just rolled out, where you can actually have like what to measure, what to take, what to do, like for your health all in one place. Oh, and we can wrap it with like community and coaching. We're all doing this together, right? Let's all do this together. I'll support you. Guys, those are conversations we can have now with everybody. Oh, and there's no reason not to. It's absolutely free. Run the same DMO and flow and same conversations you're having right now. Add instant value, the app on top of what you're already doing. Instant added value for no cost to your existing flow today. Okay, I'm getting a little fired up. Last piece we're going to cover, okay, is another tool to help with those conversations, okay? And you don't need this tool. You can do exactly what I just said and have those conversations with 10 people over the next, next 10 days, 15 days, and it will work, okay? But in terms of going into this next phase, I want to also reflect that marketing today has really shifted a lot. And it's no longer kind of a one-size-fits-all conversation. You guys know this. You do it every day, right? It's really about how do we have a specific audience that we want to serve? How do we have a specific offer, right? A combination of products that we want to give or bring to that audience to give them or help them with what they want? How can we now set up a marketing funnel or a marketing page that allows you to reflect your conversations you're having today in a digital experience. And so you can share content, whether it's in person, in physical proximity, on TikTok, on Instagram, in your story, and have the whole narrative match from the post you're sharing to the conversation you're having to a marketing page you can send them to where it's exactly reflective, right, of the offer you want to give. This is the beginning of a tool we're going to give to all of you that allows you to take exactly what you're already doing, the conversation you're already having, in the way you're already having it, the combination of products you're already recommending and curating, and to be able to reflect that in a digital experience and then add the app as a free value add to increase the value of what you're already doing today. So we're going to give you guys a glimpse into what we call our marketing pages. And to go into our marketing pages and how this is going to work and a new tool that you can use to close your year and launch the year, I want to welcome another guest right to the call, definitely an expert in this space. If you guys can give a lot of love as we welcome Mansour to the conversation tonight. Mansour, how you doing, brother?
Doing fantastic. How are you?
Thank you for joining us. I know you've had a chance to say hello to our beta group, right, over the last few months, and now we got a bigger audience to say hello to tonight. And we're going to go ahead and dive right in. So, Mansour, I just kind of set the stage for what a marketing page is, but I think it's always best just to show what we're talking about. So, why don't you take us through an experience that if I want to create a marketing page for a conversation or an offer that I'm having today, what does that look like in our new Pro2col marketing page system?
Not a problem. The first thing that I want to say is in order to access this marketing page functionality, as well as the coach dashboard and other features, you would go to My Herbalife and click on the Pro2col tile. And if you do that, that'll open up a separate window where you're now able to build your marketing pages, view your customers, take a look at your leads, and access all of this new technology. And in order to create a marketing page, what you would do is hit Create a Marketing Page. From here, you would specify what you want your marketing page to look like. We've created a number of themes based on certain DMOs. So if you're a nutritional club, your site can look something like this. If you're a fitness club, it can look a little bit different. If you're a challenge or social media, or if you want to leverage these pages to deliver a distributor enrollment message or preferred member enrollment message, you're able to really pick and choose. So a lot of flexibility with the way that your site can be articulated over to your clients. Once you select your theme, the next thing that we're going to ask you to select is your offer. And an offer could be, for example, a good, better, best bundle selection for them. It could be highlighting a flagship product like a trial pack or multi-burn or the new baseline product. It could be for you to curate a series of products to show to your customers and allow them to pick and choose what products they want. It could be that you only want to highlight the Pro2col app or highlight the entirety of the Herbalife catalog. So you've got options in here with how you go to market and how you want to communicate the offering to your clients. We're going to go ahead and go with a nutritional club now selling custom product bundles. Once you select your theme, once you select your offer, the next step is for you to begin the process of personalizing. And when we say personalizing, we mean control over almost every field in here. That means you get to change the banner of the site to match either images that Herbalife provide, video content, for example, that is provided by the company, or for you to even be able to upload your own banner. So I can go in here and I can select my own banner that reflects me, my name, my brand. I can go ahead and add my own messaging. And as I add it, I'm getting a live preview of what my site looks like, for example. So live preview as I'm going through this. Once you're done personalizing the banner, we're then going to ask you to give your site a name. We're going to ask you to select a country. So for example, if you're selling in the US, this will highlight the US catalog. It'll have English and Spanish. If you're selling into Canada, it'll highlight Canadian products shipping from the Canadian warehouse in French as well as in English. If you're selling in Puerto Rico, it'll be Spanish. It's really going to allow you to have that targeted experience. You then get to customize your URL, so it really reflects whatever URL you want it to be. You can upload, if you want to, a profile photo, so it really starts to feel like you. So I'm going to go ahead and call this is the Zach test site, for example, with my own messaging, my own photo, my own URL, my market that I sell into. We allow you to go even further than that. You can then start to have your own custom content blocks. This allows you to upload a banner or a video if you wanted to. We'll see a number of examples later today of individuals leveraging video content where they're able to tell their story, their message, their pitch around how a customer can transform their health through the services and products that they offer. And here again, complete ability for you to add in your own photo, your own message. And as you go ahead and load in that photo and load in that message, you're getting a live preview of that messaging. You're even able to take advantage of what we call custom actions. So for example, it could be book time with me. That leads directly over to your Calendly link, for example. That could be one of the custom call to actions that you have. Number of people are using this to highlight a menu, highlight a workout calendar, highlight an ability to book one-on-one time. Some people have connected this to forms for you to be able to fill in your form and book in some one-on-one time to do a body fat percentage analysis, for example. We've seen a number of examples in the beta of how these custom call to actions allow you to really have a site that looks and feels your own, that guides people to the journey that you want to guide them for. Once you're done with your custom content section, you then get to customize your offer. By default, we're going to try to make it easy for you. If you're a nutritional club, we're going to recommend a couple bundles. If you're a fitness club, it's going to be different, potentially more 24 products. But either way, you have the ability to edit these offers. So if I want to edit my baseline, I'm going to go ahead and call this my baseline bundle. And then within here, I'm going to go ahead and have the workout on the go kit. I'm going to have the Life.io baseline product. And I'm also going to go ahead and search here for multi-burn and add a 30-day supply. I get to remove the ones that are in there. I get to sort these the way that I want to. I get to go ahead and save and create. So I can start to design my own bundles, relabel them, select what products go in there. I've got a huge degree of latitude when it comes to building these sites and these marketing pages. And then whenever you're done, you hit publish marketing page and you now have a URL that you can go ahead and send people to. You can send people to that URL in either language that is offered in your market. You can also send people directly over to a wellness assessment quiz that captures that lead and allows you to nurture it over time to deliver that offer. The best part that I want to highlight is these sites look fantastic. So for example, the site we just created, big, bold imagery, highly modern look and feel, completely tailored messages, and of course, built in a very mobile-friendly fashion. So anyone who's going onto this on mobile has an experience that really feels like I'm on your site, your brand, your message, your offer, and Pro2col is a value add on top of all of that. Blake, back to you.
The chat here, and it looks like we're getting some excitement going. So you just kind of showed us how easy it is to create a marketing page, right? And it's a marketing page that's designed to be as simple as, select your theme, select your offer, and let it just be the default. Or I think a big advantage here, and really how this was designed, was to allow a huge amount of customization or personalization. So it really can be you, right? Or your brand, or your club brand, or your fit camp brand, and your messaging. So Mansoor, let's go one layer deeper here, and we can go quickly because I know we can't get to all the features in the time we have, but show us just how personalized or customized can we get if we want to? Like if we want to take the time to really dial in a marketing page, show us all of the different features. What does that look like?
Absolutely. So once you're done creating your page, you can go ahead and manage your page. And it's in here that you can go and start to really go to town on the feature customization. We have this little button in here that says manage page settings, and you've got access to rechanging your site URL. If you want to change it, you can go into every section and start to customize it. You can say, I want to change my messaging. I can go in and maybe say, I want the offer to appear before they take a wellness assessment. I want to edit the benefits. I want to edit the call outs on every benefit to show my own message, to show my own benefits if I wanted to. And as I make these changes, I'm getting a live preview. So complete control over photography of the site, content of the site. You've got a lot of power in here. Not only do you have the ability to edit just the site messaging and to be able to edit the site photography, but you can also start to edit the site discount rules and the coupons that go alongside with it. So for example, if I wanted to deliver to certain customers a one-time discount that they wanted to, I can go in and say that for Danielle, for example, I'm going to give her a code that's just Danielle 10, for example. That's going to be the code. And I'm going to say that if she spends $100, she gets 10% off. And that is starting today. And I'm going to say that she needs to make this purchase by Sunday, or else this code expires and she gets that on the entirety of her order. And I can also now say that, you know what, Danielle's got another friend. I'm going to go ahead and clone that coupon. And I'm going to say that this is the Aldo coupon. It's going to be Aldo 10%. And I'm going to give him the same offer. But you know what? I know he's away for town, so I'm going to give him until the 31st to make that purchase. So we can start to have different coupons back and forth, each related to the site, allowing me to go for that close every time somebody goes into my marketing page. So you've got control over the branding, you've got control over the photography, control over the messaging, control over the offers, control over the coupons as well that you offer in here. This is really your marketing page, allowing you to communicate to your customers how you want to do this and have a beautiful looking site.
Great visual, Mansoor. I know we had a couple people in the beta. And by the way, for everybody else, this has only even been in the beta first group's hands for a couple weeks, okay? So it's very fresh and very evolving. And even in the last 30 days, it's come a very long way. And some of you guys are like, wow, this is even way better than it was a couple weeks ago. And it'll continue to get so, right? It'll continue to evolve. But why don't you just give us some quick visuals, Mansoor, of just maybe how some of the beta group use this?
Yeah, I've got a number that I thought were fantastic. So I'm going to go one by one on all of these. This is a health coach based out of New York. She's got video content in here. She's got her video as well. We can go ahead and play the video, her pitch, her message. People can hear it. They can meet the coach. And then they can book their transformation today, which takes them to an appointment scheduling tool. Of course, I can take the wellness assessment through Pro2col as well, but this is her having her message, her call to action. Another one in here is, what if you could reset your health in just 10 days? A really powerful message that she can send now over to individuals. No one at Herbalife wrote that. This distributor wrote that. And then in here, she's highlighting before and after pics. She's highlighting her message, and she's offering either a 10-day on-the-go product or a shake and protein combination that you can simply add to cart. She decided to put the offer right front and center in terms of how individuals go ahead and purchase. And because this is integrated with Shopify and Shop Pay, individuals are one click away from completing that purchase. So really making it easy for customers to be able to buy. Another great example that I'm going to highlight from Canada, specifically from Quebec. This is an example of a fitness club. I'm getting a video in here again. Their message, their words, their language, and of course the ability for them to book a workout right there. So there are numerous examples of completely custom look and feels that you're able to have. Everyone's got the ability to deliver their brand, their presence, their message, and of course, their offer. And Pro2col is added to every purchase that they make directly on these sites.
I love it. As far as last question I'll ask, I could do this all night with you, Mansoor, because there's so much I want to share and we don't have time. but I guess last thing is, let's imagine that you set up some marketing pages, right? And you started sending them out to a variety of different traffic. And people are going through that wellness assessment, right? They're clicking the wellness assessment. I know a distributor on the line is asking, well, what happens to those leads, right? That's like a lead magnet, right? What happens to those leads? So where does all that go, and how would someone access that?
Yeah, fantastic question. So going back to MyHL, you click on the Pro2col tab. Yes, you get access to marketing pages. By the way, you can have as many marketing pages as you want. In this example, I've got hundreds. So if you want to play around with messaging, with offers, with a January message, which is different potentially from a Valentine's Day message, you can. But they all end up in your contact manager. So it's in here that you'll be able to see who in my contact list completed their initial assessment, as in they went through the 9 questions, they took a look at the offer. These are great individuals for me to click into them, go ahead and contact them and see if I can convert that interest from taking the initial assessment all the way down to them becoming a customer. And then there's individuals who haven't completed that initial assessment. Maybe they started, they got to step 2, step 3, and they gave up. Still potentially worth following up with. And then there's individuals who haven't checked out, as in they added the offer to their cart, they got almost to the finish line, and then they backed out at that last minute. And these are the ones you want to send a coupon code to. These are the ones that might just need that extra nudge in order to be able to complete it. Of course, anybody who buys will end up on your coach dashboard. And you'll be able to track their wellness assessment, just like not just like the wellness assessment, their Pro2 score, their Pro2 age, their plan, their history, all of that is going to live directly in your coach dashboard, which is accessible in the exact same tool.
So thank you for the work that you and the team have put into getting it to where it is today. It's a phenomenal first start, and I know that it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. I wish we can go and do more, guys, but I promise you, I know we're going fast tonight. We're covering a lot. We'll make sure that we follow up and do a lot of training and education and maybe even some events right around the country to teach you how to maximize these tools. So Mansoor, thank you for the quick glimpse and getting us excited here tonight.
Thank
because
you.
one question that I saw in the chat box is, well, what is this different? How do I use this? So let me just create a moment of clarity here. These are marketing pages, right? Herbalife has already done a phenomenal job this year, right? Advancing our platform vision and our digital experience in so many different directions. And we've done a lot of work to increase the overall commerce experience, right? We rolled out all new websites, this beautiful frictionless checkout, right? And this is all happening now, like it's all brand new. You guys, there are uses for a full website, right? An Herbalife first, and all navigation of the full company story, of the full company catalog, right? That is something that is needed, right, for a lot of DMOs and flows, right? There is now a new next generation website. Many of you, right, have had a chance to activate. If you haven't, you should, that just rolled out. And now we're also getting marketing pages. It's not a whole website. There isn't a navigation. It's not going to tell the full story. It's a marketing page. It's a specific page to have a specific message and a specific call to action and one specific offer for one specific audience. It's a different type of tool for a different type of flow. And now we have both. We're evolving all of this in this platform vision, right, coming simultaneously. Now, the ones that we just showed in the marketing pages, they have all Herbalife products, right, all bundles like you just saw, but it is designed to feature the Pro2col app as a value add on top of your message and flow. So that's what those are for, right? That's why the Pro2col app is something you can put on and off your site to wrap it into the product offers and conversations. Most of those websites, they start with a wellness assessment. That is the button. So when they start the wellness assessment, they go through it. They become a lead. It gives them a Pro2 score and Pro2 age. It pushes them into a Pro2col app download, right? So this is just a tool designed to feature personalization for a specific conversation to allow you to wrap this new Pro2col, right, application into your DMOs and flows. Do you have to use it? No. Right? It's an option, right? We have tools in our tool belt to help arm you based on what your business is going to need. And it's kind of an exciting time that we got all these things coming, right, all at once to elevate our business going in to the new year. And yes, guys, we're giving you access to everything we just showed for the same free price for the same free, right? As we're in these beta phases, collecting feedback and continuing to go. Now, I know there's probably a lot of questions, right? Because we've covered a lot tonight. Because I want to welcome Julian back up here before I close out with some next steps, some invitation, and some raffle and giveaway. Just to rapid fire some of the questions that we've seen in the chat, some of the questions we've got from the beta group, some of the questions we've got from leaders, right? So that way we kind of are informed, and we'll round out. Stay to the end. We're doing a raffle. We're doing a giveaway. And we'll give you a kind of a clear roadmap of next steps. So Julian, come back up here, brother, and take us through some of the Q&A.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Blake. All right, Team Herbalife. So, okay, we have a few questions that have come in, and we want to make sure we answer everything. As always, this information is going to be available to you, so make sure you check into that. And I will bring another guest that we have in. We're almost done here with the call, but very, very quickly, just so you guys are all with me, a quick recap. So we had, of course, our CEO, Stefan Graziani, talk a little bit about the vision of where we're going. Okay, we had our Chief Strategy Officer, Blake Mullen, talk a little bit about what is Pro2col, of course, right? And what it can do for you, for your customers, the PMs, the distributors, your business. We brought Dr. Ryan, all right, to talk on the wellness piece, the features, the enhancements of the app, and of course, what it means for your nutrition, okay? And of course, we just brought Mansoor as well to talk a little bit about the marketing pages, what it can do for you, for your personal brand, for your business, your nutrition club, and much more. Again, all of this information available very, very soon to all of you guys. So let's go to the questions. We're gonna pop up the questions here on the screen. So question number one, does Pro2col only support Life.io products? No, Pro2col supports all Herbalife products, and you can track every product inside the Pro2col app and customize your marketing pages to feature any Herbalife products. Pro2col is built for the entire Herbalife ecosystem, okay? Question number two, is Life.io a Pro2col product? No, Life.io is Herbalife's newest brand category focused on healthy lifespan and a part of our evolution into personalized wellness. Life.io products will be available across all Herbalife commerce platforms, including Pro2col, okay? Question number three, is Pro2col a separate company from Herbalife? We are all Herbalife, okay? Pro2col is Herbalife's new digital experience layer, our personalized health operating system built to help customers, distributors achieve better results and a bigger growth through personalization. Question number four, is Pro2col going to replace coaches? No, quite the opposite. Pro2col is designed to enhance the coach, okay? It automates the hard parts of the process, assessments, goal setting, tracking. And again, this supercharges the distributor difference. Tech enables, humans empower. Question number five, when will blood testing roll out and to whom? Blood testing will launch in beta early next year with the current Pro2col beta group. And just like Pro2col, we will refine based on feedback and then expand to all distributors and customers in markets where it's approved and compliant, okay? Question number six here, we got 9 questions totals. Question number 6, when will the personalized supplement system roll out and to whom? Very similar to blood testing. The personalized supplement system will begin with the Pro2col beta group in 2026, and after refinement, it will be released broadly to all distributors and customers where regulations allow. Question number 7, how can Pro2col help me grow my business? A powerful question. Pro2col helps you grow by adding value to your existing DMOs and daily flows, whether you're doing nutrition clubs, using social media, fit challenges, whatever it is. It creates new modern story for recruiting, adds value instantly, simplifies assessments, opens natural product conversation, and it helps you attract more people, okay? 2 more questions here. Question number 8, is this just another tool? No, Pro2col is the beginning step into Herbalife's broader platform transformation vision, which we've been hearing throughout all year. This isn't just a tool, okay? It's the foundation of the future Herbalife experience, okay? And as always here, a very important question, where can I send feedback? So inside the Pro2col app, you can, and on the coach dashboard, you can send all of your feedback. Things to improve, things to make better, but also the positive things as well, right? Because there's so many things that are happening, things that are working for you that we want to know all about it. Aside from giving a shout out, it's good best practice for other distributors who are using the platform. So again, send all of your feedback. It's always helpful to see it, the great stuff and things that we need to improve, because there's teams here that are working day and night to make sure we deliver the best value to all of you, okay? So with that said, the Q&A is gonna be available, okay? We're gonna put it up, we're gonna share all of these questions, and we're gonna keep working on this. But I wanna bring a very special guest on the call, okay? You might have seen him at FPTR in Nashville. He was on stage with Dr. John Heiss, Dr. Rosillo, and our Chairman's Club member, Jill Addy. So he is joining us from Japan. Dr. Luigi, are you with us?
Hey, Julian and team, can you guys hear me okay?
We can, yes.
Okay, great. I got my earbuds in. I'm in my hotel room, but I've got my digital studio here with my Pro2col background, live and direct from Tokyo. Thank you. First of all, Julian, thank you. I want to thank all the presenters. I've been watching the entire team, the entire time. The incredible team, Stefan, Blake, Dr. Ryan, Mansour. This has been very clear. I know there's a lot of information, and we've all been doing this since Extravaganza at the launch. A lot of you in the beta group, but I know there's a lot of new people in Herbalife who are saying, whoa, this is a ton of stuff. So as part of the training and education team, we want to keep this Mark Hughes simple. So I'm going to walk you through a couple areas where there's a lot of information to walk you through this step by step. There's training modules, there's videos. A lot of the presenters have already shot. So don't worry if you're thinking, like Dr. Ryan said, we're drinking from the fire hose. Not to worry, we're going to keep it simple. I'm just going to do this for a couple minutes. First of all, I got to tell you guys, so I'm here with the LA Galaxy players. It's the postseason tour where they're around Tokyo. They're visiting the Kaza Herbalifes in Kobe. And I'm meeting with tons of distributors doing these nutrition seminars. And people keep asking me about Pro2col. It's so funny. And in the chat, I see, when's it coming to Europe and India? And so you guys, in North America, you're the first users, the first adopters. You're going to be training the entire world of Herbalife because you're the first folks who are going to be using it, playing with it, getting your customers on it. It's going to be amazing. So I'm so excited about all the information. And of course, I learn more stuff every time I get to hear all the presenters. All right. So as Dr. Ryan said, tons of information, and we want to make sure we keep it simple. So if you guys are downloading the app and you're playing with it, if it's your first time on there, go for it. If you're like me, if you're like not as tech savvy and you want some kind of someone to walk you through it, there's two areas that you can go to. One area is called HL Learn. Okay, you got the QR codes you can simply scan. We want to keep this super simple. On the left, you'll see HL Learn, that stands for Herbalife Learn. It's a free app for anyone who's got a registration ID number. If you're a distributor, you'll simply hit the QR code. You'll go into HL Learn, and on there we have interactive training modules. So we pre-recorded, we prepared, and we produced a lot of training modules which are very easy to use. They're basically an overview of the Pro2col app, but they also, and this is what Mansour was talking about, the training coach dashboard. We want to make sure we walk you through how to use the training coach dashboard and those marketing tools that Blake and Mansour were just talking about. So again, meant to provide you all step-by-step guide for the technical guidance on this stuff. Okay. The other area on the right side is the boards. And we know a lot of you are on boards. It's very easy to access. So if you go onto boards, you'll see the Pro2col boards. You can simply use the words Pro2col app training. Okay. Pro2col app training within boards. It'll walk you through the videos on how to use the features of the app. And their video clips, I know Blake shot some wonderful videos that are more training videos. We did some material. We just want to make this really simple for everyone. We want to keep the excitement, but we know that there's a tremendous amount of information. So look, if you're, it was funny because Ryan we've met so many times over the last several months. And Ryan is, this guy's like, he's 20 years younger than me. He was like an elite baseball player. And I think someone like Ryan, who's on the app, he's going to be recording all this technical information on his protein levels and his fiber and his carb intake. And that's great. So if you've got a customer like Ryan, fantastic. If you got a customer like me, or if you are like me, 55 years old, you got a couple kids, all good. I'm that customer too, and I'm that distributor as well. That works well for me. I'm not an elite baseball player, but I definitely want to track my macros. I want to track my strength. I want to get my customer information. But if you're like, a grandfather and you're not interested in doing all the hardcore strength training and all that good stuff and measuring too much technical information, it's still really, really important that you get on the app, record your data, and you're going to be able to learn how to just capture customer data. So you can train people if you've got a nutrition club, just to get them started on this stuff. So it doesn't matter where you are in the spectrum. If you're into cold plunging and sauna, or if you're just drinking your shake, tea, aloe, or your Prove It products. I saw some of our Prove It colleagues on the line. It doesn't matter where you are in the journey. We encourage you all, get started, give it a shot, get in there, try the training videos, and learn the basics. We want everyone to get on this because this is going global, you guys. This is going to roll out all around the world, but you are the first users and the first adopters. So thanks to all the trainers. I'm going to throw it back to Blake. We've got all the training and onboarding information here. And of course, you can always write us or the corporate team at NAM if you've got more questions. Okay, I'll go back to you, Blake, or Julian, whoever's taking over. So you guys can close.
I'm going to keep Julian here because I know there's some people hanging on that want some hats. So I'm going to have Julian help me in a second. Luigi, thank you for everything. And you and the team always do such a phenomenal job. We are covering a lot tonight, but you guys, what Luigi just gave you is all the resources, and the team knocked it out of the park. I mean, step-by-step guides on exactly how to use everything we went through, and videos, full videos with audio on how to navigate the app, stuff that you can use, stuff you can share with your customers to save the conversations. It's all already live. And, you know, this is just the beginning, right? So how many of you, as we kind of round out this conversation, and I'll tell you in a minute how to get access. I know it's like, how do I get in? How do I get in? I'm going to tell you, I promise. All right, but how many of you, just from where we're at right now, think we've come a long way, right, since July, the last 4.5 months? July, we stood on stage with a vision. Here we are, 4.5 months, moving into a phase 2. And we've come a long way in a short time, and this is just the beginning of where we're going. And we're going to continue to do it together, okay? And we're going to be having, guys, a whole educational series that we'll follow up with for distributors, right, for customers. We might even put together some events. Matter of fact, let me check in with all of you. How many of you guys would love for maybe some of the experts to take the show on the road and maybe come out into some of the regions and into some of the markets, and maybe we roll up our sleeves and do workshops, right, to dive deep on how we use these and DMOs and flows to catapult our business, right? Would that help all of us, right, launching into 2026? So a lot to come. I'm going to invite all of you, if we can show the slides here, to join a very special communication group, because this Telegram thread will be the beta group. As we're moving into phase 2 for beta, this is going to be the thread that is direct access, real-time access for any updates, news, information, progress, educational calls, events, invitations, right? That's what this is for. So if you're here tonight and you stuck with us to the end, and you're going to jump in this journey with us as we move into phase 2, a truly historic moment, right? How many of you guys are going to be excited to join us in phase 2? Give me a 2 in the chat box, okay? If that's you, take out your phone, snap this code right now, add yourself to the Telegram group, because I don't know where we're going to show this again, right? And that way you're in direct communication. And yes, you can feel free to send this to your teams if you want to invite any of your NAM distributors to NAM distributor group, right, for that direct access and that direct communication. So we'll go to that thread moving on, and that's where we'll announce upcoming calls, upcoming events, right, upcoming rollouts, and where we go. Now, I know half of you guys are thinking, this is awesome. Where do I get it? Okay, so here's your next steps. I saved it to the end because, you know, I didn't want to lose you guys playing with the app while we were having a conversation. It's in the App Store, okay? Just go to the Apple App Store, search Pro2col with a 2, right? Pro2col Health, it'll pop up. Download the most recent version. If you were a part of the beta group, make sure you still go do this, right? Refresh the Apple Store, download the update. You ought to make sure you update the most recent version. It went live this morning. Okay, Android lovers, we love you. We're still waiting for the Google gods to push the app live. It should be momentarily, but I don't think as of now it is live in the Android store yet. But we'll let you know on the Telegram thread as soon as it's live, which should be very, very soon. But if you are an Apple user in the App Store, right, download the app and you will just log in. This is important. You will just log in with your Herbalife login. There's nothing else to do. Okay, any NAM distributor and customer that has an Herbalife login can go to the App Store, download the app, and log in with their Herbalife login. There's no purchase, there's no checkout, there's no thing, there's no registration. No reason not to. Absolutely frictionless, okay? Very, very simple for our community, for the Herbalife family, right? It's a value add, right, for our community. So you can go to the App Store, log in. Now, everybody who's a North America distributor should be able to. Everybody, I saw some international audiences. I'm going to tell you up front, it's not going to work, okay? It's a U.S. App Store. It's a U.S. login. This is NAM, right? Canada, U.S., and Puerto Rico for distributors. We already got our first bug reported, so thank you, beta. Okay, so I just saw right before that I'm going to tell you guys now. So before you extend the invitation, listen to me carefully. Any of your preferred customers that just activated the new loyalty program, which I hope they all did, okay, give us a minute before you talk to them, because as we're doing a couple tech things all at once, I'm going to give you the unsophisticated answer. They got to do an update for those specific people. Everybody else should be able to log in. And if you guys have any challenges, any issues, it is a beta. We don't expect it to be perfect, right? We do want to know. Julian gave you where to submit the feedback. It's not here in the chat thread, but send it to us, because the faster you find it, the faster we can fix it, the better this gets. And that's the spirit of moving forward together. You know, Apple rolls out their iOSs and it still has bugs, and it's Apple, right? Meta rolls out and it still has bugs, it's Meta. We don't expect this to be perfect, but we do have our commitment to listen, to hear, to respond, and to improve, right, very, very quickly, as long as you let us know your experience. Don't hit your threads, don't hit your leaders, right? Send it in through the feedback channel so we can respond, okay? So that's where you get the app. In terms of the marketing pages and the coach dashboard, it's inside My Herbalife. You'll be able to click on Pro2col and access that. And if you're a distributor with the Pro2col app, you'll be able to access the dashboard right from within the app. Okay, here's the simple steps for those of you guys that are like, what do I do? I've been here for 2 hours. What do I do with this excitement? Here's all you do. Go download the app, log in, do your wellness assessment. Let's get your Pro2col plan. Let's do this together as we're going into the new year. Sometime right over the next week or so, go log in and build your first marketing page as a way to support your conversation. And begin sharing. Just begin sharing this conversation, the personalized health operating system, right? Our brand new experience with your customers and your team. It's free. There's no reason not to. An instant value add. And guys, we'll lock arms. We'll do this together as we start to figure out how to create an acceleration into 2026. And now we'll close out with giving away some free things, and we'll have some fun. I don't think I missed anything. Did I miss anything?
Nope, you got everything.
Okay, you guys have been an absolute rock star. We'll close out with this. Matter of fact, we'll close out with where we started. And Julian, I'm going to have you kind of play host here for everybody that stuck with us. And there's a whole group.
I know.
You guys are rock stars. I love this. So guys, let's have some fun together. We'll wrap out with where we began. I'm really big on intention, right? I am one of those people that just believes, right, that what you put out comes back. My personal life, my professional life continues to prove to me that that works. Regardless of your belief system or what you want to call it, right? The energy we put out has the power to create. And we can feel that happening right now as a community. You can feel the energy building. And that's not because of one person or any group of people. It's all of us collectively shifting our vibration, right? Shifting our paradigms, embracing this new, being willing to see a vision even if it's not clear, step out and trust, follow the action, and we're creating an energy as a team. You can feel it. Launching a year, closing a year, and launching a year. As we flip the calendar into 2026 with all these things, everything the company has put in place to make 2026 the best year ever. What intention do you plan on bringing into 2026? Give me one word. It doesn't have to be perfect. Any word that comes to your mind or your heart. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. And Julian, I'm going to have you do, this isn't rigged. This is real-time raffle here. I'm going to have you go to the screen because we can see all of your guys' intentions. So if you can just go right over here and just stand. And in a minute, I'm going to ask you guys to do your word. And Julian's just going to point. He's blindfolded. He's not going to look. Okay, he's just going to point to a name, and we'll end this call by raffling off the first edition Pro2col hats. Very few people have these things. To 5 people who are willing to put their intention out into the world for 2026. So no looking, right? Like you can't cherry pick who the people are. You got to get close enough to the screen so I know what name you point to. This is where you guys put your intention out there. You got to believe that it's real. Okay, first Pro2col hat is going to 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Julian's pointing. It was Sue. I saw a Sue. I think it was a Sue Miller. Sue Miller, stay on the line. If I call your name, don't log off Zoom. Okay, Sue Miller, putting the intention out there. Okay, Julian's going to point. He's blindfolded here. He's pointing. Okay, this thing's going fast. Okay, hat number 2. Hat number 2. Okay, Julian, point to the finger. We got hat number 2. And this thing's going Mach speed, guys. Okay, Mach speed. He's gonna point in a time where my eyes are fast enough. And ready, and point. I saw a Franklin. Franklin in all caps. It was too fast for me to catch the last name. Okay, he pointed to a Franklin in all caps. Okay, Franklin, stay on the line, right? So that way we can get you your hat. You guys are just crazy. Look at this intention. You can feel all of this. Okay, let's do it again. We're going for number 3. We got 3 more. 3 more. Okay, so Julian's going to point. You guys are firing. This is like the craziest chat I've ever seen. Okay, and Julian is going to point. I see a Karen. It was a Karen. Karen. Okay, they just flew by. Karen, stay on the line. Okay, you're going too fast for me to read the last names, but stay on the Zoom so we can do that. And we got 2 more. You guys got to put the intention out there. We'll round out this call. Look at all. You guys are amazing. Do you know what type of energy you're creating right now? I mean, I'm telling you. I mean, this year is going to be phenomenal. Give me the hat, Blake. Give me the hat. Okay, Julian's going to point. Okay, on 3, Julian, point. Trisha Smith. I think I saw the last name correctly there. If it was Trisha Smith, hat coming to you, putting the intention out to the world. We got our last one for today. Maybe we'll do this again on future calls. This is where you guys got to really put your intention out. Okay, last one. Here we go. You guys are absolute rock stars. Julian's going to point. He's not looking at names, right? And he is going to point right now. And I saw a Brittany, and I couldn't catch the last name, okay? So guys, if that was you, okay, everybody stop the chat. Okay, if I called out your name, or you think I called out your name, please put me, please put you called me in the chat box so our admins can stay on. You guys are liars. You guys, hey, if we called out your name, please stay on so we can gather your information. Don't log off the Zoom. Our admins were there. We want to make sure we get the right people. Guys, thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the presence. Thank you for our presenters. And most importantly, thank you for the trust to allow us to create a vision, to allow us to co-create together, to allow us to step into a whole new world, a whole new unknown, and to do so as one team. Guys, as we go out there and turn, closing out a phenomenal year, a foundational year, but as we create an energy that's going to put us in a place as a community in 2026 to go make an impact, right? Unlike any other year. That's what I'm putting out for all of us. And we have all these things, all these reasons, all these tools, all these technologies, right? To go create that impact and to go help people live their best lives, right? Because that's the mission that we're on. Thank you for our presenters. Thank you for all of you guys. Thank you guys for hanging your absolute rock stars. We'll see you in the Telegram chat for our next call, future events, and where we go from here. Happy holidays, everybody. We are wrapped for tonight. Good night. Q.